Welcome back to The Balance. I'm Eric Bolling. Yesterday marked the 47th anniversary of the resignation of President Richard Nixon. Now, a new play, Trial on the Potomac, asks, what if Nixon did not resign and survived impeachment? Joining me now is the star of that show, famed impressionist Rich Little. Rich, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Eric. Good to be here.
Well, you know, I'm sure the audience wants to hear. Can you tell us what happened? Let me ask Nixon himself. What happened if you didn't resign? What do you think would have happened?
I think that I would still be president, because if I had resigned, I would have taken the country with me. But I am not a crook. I have never been a crook. I am more than a cook than a crook. I'm a crooked cook. And my favorite food is Chinese. And I wash it down with an impeachment brandy and a subpoena colada.
So, Richard Nixon, do you think you would have survived an impeachment?
Definitely, absolutely. I was railroaded. I am innocent.
So what about those tapes, though? What about those Watergate tapes? What was that all about?
Watergate, my God, it was nothing more than a fantasy, you know? There was no Watergate, you know? I did not do anything wrong, and I promise never to do it again.
So he doesn't resign. He survives an impeachment. Then the next question: no President Carter?
Well, that's interesting. Never thought about that. I mean, he never got a chance to defend himself, did he? I mean, he resigned for the good of the country. He didn't want to put them through a turmoil, so he stepped down rather than fight. Now, this play shows Nixon's side of Watergate, and so by the end of the play, you know, when you walk out, the audience thinks he's either guilty or he's innocent. So we sort of leave it at the end of the play. You make up your own mind.
You know, I hear a little Reagan in there too. Do you bring in some Reagan in this play?
Well, yes. You know, Rich Little does a great impression of me. As a matter of fact, it's so good that I put in my will that when I pass away, they should bury him.
He was the best president, in my opinion, in the history of presidents.
You know, Reagan was great, and I had a wonderful relationship with him, and he had a great sense of humor. He loved comedy, and he loved my impression, too. And the first time I ever met him at the White House, I was invited to a luncheon, and I was late. And I was running down the corridor to the Lincoln Room, and Reagan was giving a press conference out in front of the room. And he wanted to go in for lunch. And he saw me coming along, and he said, "Rich, thank God you're here, because you do me better than I do. You finish this damn press conference." And then he split. And he left me with the press, and they started to ask me questions like, you know, they're still talking to the president.
And are you answering them
Yes.
in Ronald Reagan
One
voice?
of them said, "With all the unrest in the Middle East, Mr. President, will you be sending jets to Israel?" No. What the hell would they do with a bunch of football players?
Of course.
No, I think the Jets should stay in New York and play hockey.
Continue to play hockey.
And then somebody else said, "Mr. President, do you think the government will ever legalize marijuana?" Well, I'm not sure about that, but we're going to discuss it next week at a joint session.
Yeah, very good. Well done. Well played there. Well played there, President Reagan. What about now? I'm going to twist your arm a little bit, and we're live. I hear you have a new Joe Biden, President Joe Biden impression.
Joe Biden? Hey, man, you chumps out there. My name is oh, God. Starts with a B. Biden, Joe Biden. And I'm glad you're here for this press conference. Thank you for coming.
You're all long-haired pony soldiers.
Yeah.
I got to think Donald Trump must be a popular request. You have any Trump in the arsenal?
You know, I made a mistake. Eric, I made a mistake. I should have put Joe Biden's picture on a U.S. postal stamp, and then I could have licked him.
Before we go, I have 10 seconds left. Very quickly, Johnny Carson. You have any Carson? Because that's where I remember you from, filling in for Carson.
Johnny Carson? Did you hear the news? This morning in Tel Aviv, a terrorist tried to blow up a bus. Thank God he didn't, because he burned his lips on the exhaust pipe. Johnny Carson.
That is the best Johnny Carson outside. There it is.
This is Mike Lindell of My Pillow. There's so many voices, right?
This man has the arsenal.
And Dr. Phil, too. I love to do him. I know that you know that I know. And if you knew that, then we both would know, if we knew it all, when we knew it, if we knew it at all.
And we didn't even get to Bill Clinton. I didn't.
Bill Clinton, you know, they asked 100 women if they would have sex with me. Over 90% of them said, never again.
Never again. Rich Little, again, the play, Trial on the Potomac, is playing all this month at the theater at St. Clement's, off-Broadway here in New York City. Call Telecharge for tickets and go see this show. This man is hilarious.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.